Hey guys, welcome back. I'm super excited about today's interview. I'm interviewing director, choreographer, producer, and three-time Emmy winner, Kenny Ortega. He's directed, choreographed, and produced some of your favorite movies and TV shows, like High School Musical, Descendants, Dirty Dancing, Xanadu, Julie and the Phantoms, Newsies, Hocus Pocus, and so much more. He was also Michael Jackson's tour director and choreographer. Today's interview takes place in the Kristin Chenoweth Theater, where Kenny was the camp director of the Kristin Chenoweth Broadway Boot Camp, where I was also a camper. So, let's get on with the video. Here we go!
Broadway time!
Amazing. Here at the Kristin Chenoweth Broadway Boot Camp.
Thank you.
It is so much fun to observe you every day. You bring so much energy, light, and talent to this space. Thank you.
Thank you. So, I mean, how excited are you to be here this weekend? I mean, it's just been thrilling. How excited are you?
I don't even remember when I was as excited as I am right now, honestly. I've done many things, as you've mentioned, many of them there. There's just something that lives at the center of this idea that I just think is so important and so wealthy in its purpose. And so, yeah, I'm really excited, Joel.
Yes, and tell me about your childhood. How did you get into choreographing, directing? Like, how did that come to you?
I always loved dancing. My mom and dad were good dancers, not professional, but they loved to dance. We always had music in our home. My grandmother used to cook and sing, and so their home was vibrant with music. And then when I was a little boy, my mom took me to go watch my two cousins in a dance class, and they were both girls, and I ran out into the middle of the dance class, and she went to grab me, and the teacher said, no, let him dance. And it was that teacher that changed the course of my life. And afterwards she came over and she said, I would like your son to be in my class, and there were no other boys in it. And she said, we really can't afford to give him dance lessons. And she said, nope, he's on scholarship.
Wow.
And so that became the beginning of everything for me.
Wow.
You know, and I studied with her until I was 12, and then I moved on into other classes and pursued theater and music like yourself, and dance, and then it all just sort of arrived, Joel.
Wow.
You know, one thing after the other, but you know, a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
You know, here we have a slogan here: do the work, live in the dream.
Yes.
I didn't live in the dream before doing a lot of work.
I'm sure. And I know you mentioned the other day that Gene Kelly was one of your mentors.
Yes.
So, like, tell me about your mentors and how they impacted your life.
They all live on my shoulder, whispering in my ear still. Michael's here and Gene Kelly's here, and I have a load of mentors, including my father, you know, who was an extraordinary man who believed in my dreams and did everything to protect my dreams. And you know, we came from a lower income family. We were a poor family, and so we didn't have a lot to work with, but we had so much love and belief in one another, and that was what propelled my dreams to move forward. And you know, meeting Gene Kelly was just like totally like out of the blue, so random.
I'm sure.
He suddenly was doing a movie, but he wasn't going to dance, and then he changed his mind, and then I was choreographing it, and I was directing it, and then he was like, you know, come on over, I want to talk to you about how do you design choreography for the camera, and then that's when my film career began. Was, you know, he became my tutor and really helped me understand, you know, how to work as a filmmaker. He was one of the greatest.
Yeah.
Right?
Still is one of the greatest.
Still is one of the absolute timeless.
Yes.
Timeless, yeah.
And you are the mega mind behind some of our country's greatest movies.
Thank you.
High School Musical, Descendants.
Thank you.
Like, what was it like directing and choreographing High School Musical? I mean, that's a fantastic movie.
I began my life in children's theater, you know, and then in musical theater as a professional. And so I've always enjoyed, you know, light opera, musical theater, music-driven stories and movies, and so having an opportunity to work at the Disney Channel and to work for, you know, for family entertainment and young adult entertainment has just been, you know, it's what I know, it's where I come from, you know, and I guess, you know, what you know and where you come from is probably the best thing to be putting yourself out to do. And so I think that had a lot to do with the success that I've had, because I was, you know, I was bringing my life into the work, and my life experience into the work.
Yeah. And then you are all about discovering people. So what do you look into when discovering people? Like, I remember earlier saying you found Boo Boo Stewart on the street. when he was just 15. So what goes into that discovering of youth?
I just see something, and it's not even that I'm looking for it. It just appears to me. I don't, and I'm not trying to sound like some kind of a psychic or something, but I do believe that it's one of my talents, and maybe even my greatest talent, is to see a little further and a little deeper into an individual before maybe even they know. And certainly maybe before even others around me know. And there have been many times where I've found someone that I see that light in them, and others are like, well, we're not really sure, maybe you got to look at a few more people, but bring them in and we'll check them out. And all of a sudden, everybody sort of awakens. Someone wrote me, an executive at Netflix who was at one of my auditions where we discovered Madison Reyes, who's going to be at our next camp, by the way.
Really?
Here's a girl that played the lead in Julie and the Phantoms, and she's coming to learn more here at camp. Well, anyway, the executive saw her get the role and wrote me the next day in an email and said, can we have lunch? I have to come to understand how you see the promise in someone before anybody else knows it's there. And I just think that, and I saw it in you, and I mean that. Not because we're sitting here. You've been selected to be a part of this before I knew you were doing a podcast. I just saw your audition, and I looked at you and I said, this kid has something, and I can't wait to find out what it is. And that's what it is, Joel. It's an instinct. There's just something there that I just recognize, and I think I had it when I was little. And I think, and some people saw it, some people didn't, but I did have it. And so it's my responsibility to pay it forward and to make sure that I'm recognizing it in other people as well.
And I think it's important. You have to have a drive. It has to be your passion, because it's a hard business. You get a lot of no's. Out of like 10 yeses, there's 1,000 no's. It's crazy. It's a crazy business. And so I think it's important to have that passion, and I love that you discover people and find people that do love it so much. So, I mean, we can play a quick game. Are you good at musical theater trivia?
It really depends on what era, but we can try. Oh my gosh, please, may the gods be with me.
All right, first one, All That Jazz.
I know about it. All That Jazz, the movie, Ben Vereen.
But the lyric is All That Jazz. So that's your clue.
The clue, All That Jazz, Chicago?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, I got it. Do I leave now?
We have 9 more. We have 9 more. Don't worry. They're pretty easy.
Okay.
You Can't Stop the Beat.
You can't stop the motion of the ocean. And that's going to be a song in our next camp.
Really?
Yeah, Hairspray. It's a great song.
Yes.
I've always loved that song from the first time I heard it. And when I first saw the musical on stage, that production number with that song, it's one of the best.
And Kristen was in Hairspray Live, and she rocked it. She rocked it. Children Will Listen.
Ooh. Can you give me a hint on top of that?
Yeah. Your hint is Stephen Sondheim. Stephen Sondheim. It's one of his greatest shows. He has many, though.
Is it Into the Woods?
It is Into the Woods. You're killing it.
3 for 3. Now I leave. Now I leave?
We have a couple more, but they're easy. This one you're going to get.
Okay.
You're going to get it. Popular.
Popular. I'm going to be, you're going to be popular. Wicked.
Yes.
Yeah. Stephen Schwartz.
Yeah.
And do you know he's coming next week to do a composition class?
No
I know
way.
You're going to miss him.
I have 3 Stephen Schwartz songs in my books. I have Dancing Through Life, Magic to Do, and
I know. I've heard you sing them.
I love Stephen Schwartz.
Yeah, he's coming next week to do a composition class and Q&A with the camp.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he would have been here this week, but he couldn't make it.
Oh, okay. Tale as old as time.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yep. I don't know. This one's kind of hard. Kind of hard. Phone rings, door chimes.
I'll need more than that.
Okay. Phone rings, door chimes. In comes company.
Company.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sondheim.
Yes.
Patti LuPone's doing it on Broadway right now.
I am a big Patti LuPone stan. I love that woman. She's the greatest.
She's the best.
She's the greatest.
One of the greatest of all time.
Yes.
I had dinner in New York a couple of months ago, and I was sitting with Owen Joyner, who's working with us here.
Oh,
and all of a sudden we looked up, and Patti LuPone was having dinner right next to us, and we couldn't concentrate. We were both so mesmerized that we were like trying to not look over, and it was like we were like fanboys. We totally lost it.
When I met her at Tony, she kissed my hand, and I was like, Oh my God, this hand is amazing. She's the best. She's the best.
I got to see her do Evita on Broadway.
Wow.
That's how long I've been a fan of hers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, we have a couple more.
All right.
Hello, my name is Elder John.
The Book of Mormon.
Yes, yes. We're all in this together.
Oh wait, I know it. I know it.
You know it?
It's not High School Musical 3.
No.
It's not High School Musical 2.
No.
High School Musical?
Yup.
Did I get them all with a little help?
Yeah, and we have two more.
Oh, you're just not fair.
We have two more. No,
right.
but these are the easiest ones. Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. We should have Michael Coppola out here answering this one. Frozen.
Yes. He was amazing last night in his costume.
Oh, I heard. I heard he he stole the show.
Yes.
Good.
Last one, The Room Where It Happens.
I want to be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. Oh my gosh, I know the song.
You know it. You know it.
I don't know it.
It's a Lin-Manuel Miranda show.
Hamilton.
Yes, Hamilton.
There was 2 shows there. I got the right one.
Yeah, yeah. You did great.
Thank you.
You got all of those.
Thank you. Almost.
Yes.
Lynn's going to be so. I'm sorry, Lynn. I'm sorry, Lynn. I'm so sorry. You know, I'm just a little pooped out. These guys are, chasing teenagers all day.
But Kenny Ortega, you guys, they can follow you on Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter and I'm on Instagram and Facebook, but mostly Instagram is what I've been doing, but I'm going to try to do TikTok now.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin's inspired me.
You have to do TikTok.
Yeah.
They're going to love you. They're going to love you. But
you
thank
think
you
so
much.
Thank
yes.
you. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes.
How you feeling about all this?
I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling amazing. This week has just been so electrifying. Electrifying.
Thank you for doing this. Thank you for allowing this to happen here.
Yes.
Because we really wanted to come to know you more. You're so good at what you do. This is really cool.
Yes. Kenny Ortega, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Did you enjoy this interview? Well, make sure to subscribe to us below and follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter at BroadwayTime_. We hope to see you soon for another thrilling interview.